The remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door recently dropped on the Nintendo Switch, and it's bound to earn some new fans as people like myself who never owned a GameCube finally get to experience this beloved classic. However, once you finish this RPG, you may find yourself wanting to try similar games on your Switch. Thankfully, there are plenty of RPG titles that can scratch a similar itch, so here are 6 beginner-friendly RPGs that you can play on the Nintendo Switch. First of all, if you enjoyed Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, then you should love the recent remake of another beloved Mario RPG, the aptly named Super Mario RPG. This remake updates the SNES title with better graphics and new gameplay mechanics, while retaining the charm of the original. Its best feature is the timed attacks and defensive measures that increase the damage you do and reduces the damage you take with timed button presses. It's a tremendously fun system that, along with the cult classic characters like Mallow and Gino and the lovably goofy story, should be something that new RPG lovers and fans of the Thousand-Year Door should enjoy. If you really want something that invokes the feeling of a SNES RPG, either of the Octopath Traveler games may be right up your alley. Featuring quite possibly the most beautiful pixel graphics you've ever seen, Octopath Traveler gives you 8 different characters who all have their own stories and gameplay mechanics. With its great combat and fantastic soundtrack, Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 are the types of games that both new school and old school RPG fans are sure to love. Fire Emblem is a series that most people will know from hogging quite a few roster spots in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But beyond that, the series is full of great tactical RPGs, with the best of the bunch being Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's not only one of the most accessible games in the franchise, it also includes a sprawling story about the titular Three Houses, which will give you different plot lines depending on which house you choose to align with. Add in the fact that everyone seems to be an attractive anime character, and you have plenty of reasons to play this game. Xenoblade Chronicles actually has a trilogy of games, and they're each long enough that if you play them all back to back, it'll probably be time for the next Switch to come out. These action RPGs are chock full of side quests and stuff for you to do in addition to completing their several hour-long storylines. The Persona games are perhaps the most popular and beloved turn-based RPGs of the modern era of gaming, and you can play Persona 5 Royal on the Switch right now. This game not only has a robust combat system, it also has life sim elements, such as having to go to school, get a job, and even go on dates with the various quirky characters that you'll run into and fight alongside. I didn't think I'd ever want to experience high school again, but somehow Persona 5 Royal makes the experience not only bearable, but actually fun. Finally, and obviously because it's a Nintendo system, so you probably saw this entry coming from a mile away, there's the Pokemon series. Honestly, every entry on this list could have just been a different Pokemon game. There's Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Legends Arceus, a remake of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and the most recent game with pocket monsters, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. While these games won't exactly wow you with their visuals, they've captivated audiences with their gameplay and their lovable creature designs. I like Trubbish. There's a reason why it's considered the most successful franchise of, well, anything ever. And if you got a Switch, you should try and grab yourself a Pikachu today. Is there a beginner-friendly RPG on the Switch that you love? Feel free to let us know in the comments below. And for all your gaming needs, be sure to check out thegamer.com. I'm Jamie Latour, and we'll see you next time.